impressive field. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the Cleveland Guardians. About to get started here in half up to hit. And that one fouled off. Oh, that got him.
Take your base.
First batter of the game is hit by the pitch. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. And now it's even up. Williams, in his third season, 26 years old, a former first-round pick in 2021. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Quan should have this one. And there's one down. One out man at first. Now it's Alex Bregman. And this one squirts away from the catcher. But no advance. That's ball one. 1-0. Swings through that one for strike one. And there's a foul ball. That one is upstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And he gets Bregman. And there's 2 down.
Ball.
The 1-2. And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes. Ellie De La Cruz digs in for the Guardians. On the ground. And that's just foul. 0-1 now. Swing and a high fly ball to left. One down.
Outside, ball. Ball.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge.
Ball.
That one missed.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, you're going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at-bat.
That's a hit.
Everything came together for him. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
2 on, 1 out. On the ground right side, and that chance handled. Throws to first in time. Got the out. Here's Jose Ramirez. In the dirt, kicks away from the catcher. Runners stay put. That's ball one. Bit of strategy here. They issue the intentional walk, and that'll set up a force play at any base. In the air to left center. Crow Armstrong gets under it. And that's the inning. We move ahead to the top of the second now. So up now for Chicago, Seiya Suzuki. Swing and a miss, strike one.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
The 1-1. Breaking ball misses down and away. That's off the inside corner. Ball 3. This one in the air, center field. Bellinger on his way over. Takes it in for the out. And there's one away. Foul ball. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a ground ball. And foul ball. Ball 1 there. That's too low.
That's down.
And
That's
the count now even up. That one lifted to left. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 away. The batter will be Michael Conforto. And that misses off the outside edge. Check swing, now an appeal to third. No swing, he held up. Clyde Washington with the call there. 2 down, nobody on. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. The 2-1. And a swing and a miss. On the ground to first, Manzardo. Oh, a great flip. And that's a nice play to end the inning. We head to the bottom of the second. So in now for Cleveland, Rhys Hoskins.
That's a ball.
Line drive, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Here's Brian Rocchio.
No, that missed.
Base hit. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs. And that is out of play. The shortstop takes the ball.
They need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this.
And that one ripped to left. One away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it.
Nice grab. There's one. On to first, save. So they get one, but a really nice try there. Smoked on the ground to second. And he's out. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang. Back here in Cleveland. Now the Cubs catcher, Carson Kelly. Williams back to work. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
That was a nice bid right there to try to tie up this ball game. Just couldn't keep it from bending foul. He looked locked in on that.
Now this one is hammered way back there. On its way and gone. And we are tied. A solo shot. That missed by a lot. And that is ball 1.
So you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Kwan has a beat on it. Takes it in for the out. Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Ian Happ getting ready to hit. That's towards center. Bellinger settles under this one. Brings it in. 2 away down. Fly to left his first time. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Foul ball there. Not close with that one, and that's ball 1. Ripped on a line to center, and that'll do it. Just one hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Here in Cleveland, stepping up for the Guardians, Cody Bellinger. Jackknifes out of the way.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
That's way outside. 3-1. Ah, that hit him.
That got him. Take your base.
And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. Bellinger aboard here at first with nobody out. Bellinger goes. It's a pitch out, nothing doing, and that's ball 1. Next pitch is outside.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Runner goes again. It's a pitch out. Throw to second. Out, and that wasn't close. That's hard hit in the line. And a lunging grab. Bo Naylor at the plate now. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And that one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Out to short. There with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. Start of the 4th. So up now for Chicago, Alex Bregman. Tries to hold up, appeal to first, and Woody Keller right on it. Says he held up. Tap foul at the plate. The 1-1. On the ground, right side. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. Into the outfield, base hit. And a man aboard. Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. Fly to center his first time.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with the pickoff artist on the mound.
One now.
Ball.
Swung on, belted. Carrying well. And it is gone. He muscles that one out the opposite way. In the air, left field. Quan heads after it. Reaching down, makes the catch. And here is Michael Conforto. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. That one fouled off. Conforto, 33 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. And a swing and a miss there. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. 2 down, nobody on. Inside. Now ball. 1 and 2. That one
That's
missed. Swing and a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
All over that one right there. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
In the air, left field. And that is that. Back now at Progressive Field. Now it's the Guardians DH, Rhys Hoskins. Ball 1, no strikes. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Slings it across. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
That's a ball.
Pitch misses. Ball 2.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
That's ripped. Base hit. Around first, digging for 2. The relay tries to get back and save. Runner on at first with 1 gone. Here's the second baseman, Brian Rocchio. Outside low, ball 1. Ground ball right side, could be 2. 1 at second, on to Bush. It's a double play. Ready now for the 5th inning. So up now, Colin Holderman taking over on the mound.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
The 1-1. On the ground to
the
left.
That's a foul ball.
And it goes just foul. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Fouls 1 off out of play. Back to our left.
No, that's out.
Gets the strike. That was the sweeper. Half lays off. The next offering misses. And now it's 3-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 down, bases empty. Now the number 2 hitter, Pete Crow Armstrong. On the ground, out to short. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back here in Cleveland, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Ellie De La Cruz digs in for the Guardians. And it's through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
And no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. I know it was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Line drive, that's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Critical at bat coming up, and in steps Aaron Judge. This one chopped in the ground, but foul. He's got it. Runner tags at second.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard. And right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a novice sometimes.
This one in the air, center field. Pro Armstrong under it, brings it in. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone. Pivotal at bat. Down for the dangerous Jose Ramirez. Intentional pass coming, bases now loaded, but it does set up a force at every base. Check swing called strike. That's strike 1. Next pitch a slider that misses outside. Base hit, 1 run is in. Now a relay to the plate. Save!
He was all over that one. Other than ripping one into the gap and blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice.
They kept the force, inning over, and it could have been worse. All set for the top of the 6th. So up now for Chicago, Alex Bregman. In the air to left center, Kwan should have this one. Takes it in for the out. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up.
Now there's a bullet down the line, and it stays fair. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Throw cut off to second. Not going to get him. He's in there. So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Nico Horner will hit next. The Cubbies with the go-ahead run at third, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Snags it on the run. Both runners tagging. Relay throw. Not in time. He's safe as a run scores on the play, and that ties the game. Swings through that one. In the air, right field. Judge gets under it, and that's the 3rd out. Bottom of the 6th. So in now for Cleveland. Kyle Manzardo.
Pretty smart enough to serve something up for him right there. He's really good at hitting the first pitch.
Swings through that.
That's the ball.
Next offering misses. 3 balls and a strike. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
As a hitter, you don't know what to expect here in the 3-2. If he'll throw a break.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. And a swing and a miss. On a line out towards center. Pro Armstrong takes it in for the out. And there are 2 down. So the Guardians lineup turns over. Ellie De La Cruz digs in now. Swings through that one for strike 2. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Stays alive. And that one is downstairs. And the count 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball. High fly ball, right field. Brings it in. And that will end the inning. Here in Cleveland, now the Cubs catcher, Carson Kelly.
Ball high.
Swing and a miss. And it's 2-1. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying. Gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. And a big swing and a miss.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
That's the first out, the top of the seventh. Back to the top of the order, Ian Happ, the next to hit.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to try to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
That's the ball.
2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the top half of inning number 7. This one in the air, center field. Bellinger settles underneath it, and that is that. Set for the last half of the 7th. Stepping up for the Guardians, Stephen Kwan.
You know, these Guardians, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've launched 6 hits at 90-plus exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
And a base hit right there. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. So much more likely to get something you can handle. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
With all of those hard hits, the guys are going to love seeing the spray charts after this one. It's clear they're not just getting lucky up there right now.
The next pitch misses, and the count is 3-1. That one in triple digits.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. 1 out, man at first. Bellinger up to hit.
Way to lay off that pitch down. Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. They're down 3-1. And ball 4 there. Tying run is on base. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up. Try to track the ball. Block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow, climb back into this at bat through the count.
2 on, 1 out. Fights it off, he'll see another. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. At the plate, Bo Naylor. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Back now at Progressive Field. So up next. So Cleveland brings out a new reliever, Cody Hoyt.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And that's a fair ball. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair, and even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory, and that right there was perfect. Back-to-back base hits. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and We'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Suzuki, the next to hit, takes ball one.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Out towards right center field. He's got it. Runner tags at second. The tag. See.
In the infield at the corners. Don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
2 on, 1 out. Checks his swing. Now it appeal to first. Nope, he held back. In the dirt. Count moves to 2-2 as the runners hold. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Michael. Now a move being made for a pinch hitter. Matt Shaw. A critical at bat in this game for him. In there, and it's 0-1.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
They take the force out. That's out number 3. Back here in Cleveland, bottom of the 8th, Rhys Hoskins now at the plate. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. That one close, ruled the ball. Ball 1. Right through there for a strike. And that one misses up and in. Now 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
100 miles an hour, foul that off. That's a good piece of swinging. I won't say hitting because he didn't get a knock, but a good piece of swinging to keep the at bat alive.
2-2 now. Hit on the ground to short. Swanson tosses across to first. What a pick to save the play. Get the first out. Luke gets the ball now.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
The 0-1. Ball. The Guardians trailing by 2 here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Out number 2. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Out to short. Swanson gets him easily. Ends the inning. Here in Cleveland, we go to the 9th. Carson Kelly getting ready to hit.
Just missed with a good breaking ball in. Looking for that hitter to chase and perhaps get some weak contact or a swing and miss. Good job on both sides.
On the ground, and that's just foul. Got him looking for the strikeout, and a strikeout. The first out here in the 9th. Late on that fastball,
just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Check swing called strike. And it's 0-2. Ground ball right side. The flip to the pitcher covering. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 9th. running out of chances to pad the lead. Pat stands in here, takes ball one low. And a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2. And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Number 44. In the air, right field. And there's one down.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Ball, that's low.
The Cubs trying to close out a 2-run lead here in the last half of inning number 9. Now a screamer into the outfield. And there's 2 away. So it's their last chance in this one. Yeah. The right fielder, Aaron Judge. Phil Maton comes out trying to close it out.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball.
Oh, look at the stop. Over to first. And what a play. Ball game.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Boo. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.
A 5-3 final score in this one. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris